welcome to my channel. Today I have for you a video where I'm going to show you the makeup I like to take traveling with me. As many of you may have seen on my Instagram, because it's probably already gone up by the time I upload this video, I went to Paris on the Easter weekend. Today is actually before I am leaving, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to pack into my travel makeup bag. I love to see videos like these on other people's channels because I think it's a great way to go through the products you're loving at the moment, and it also depends on where you're going. You're going to go for different looks, so if any of you are going on any city breaks, I think this video will be really useful for you. I'm going to show you through what I'm going to take. I like to take a bit of a mix of makeup in terms of that it's useful for day and for night, and I can kind of change it up and just add maybe a couple of shadows more, and I can make it an evening appropriate look. So I don't really do a very different look in the evening to what I do in the day, maybe just darken my eyes a little bit, but they're fairly similar looks. So I'm going to run you through all the stuff I've taken with me. There is quite a lot, so let's get started. So first of all, for my travel makeup bag, this is the bag I'm going to take with me. It's a bit grubby because it's white, probably not the best choice, but I love this bag because you can open it up completely. So as you can see here, it opens up completely like this, which means you can lay out all your makeup and see it all flat on a surface when you are actually applying it. So it makes it really easy to kind of pack it and unpack it and apply it very easily. The first and most essential makeup item for me has to be the Anastasia palette. I love that it has the contouring, the bronzing and the highlighting powder all in one, because it makes it really easy to go traveling. You just need to carry one palette. Mine, as I've shown you before, is in not the best condition, but I love it. Basically, I customized my palette, and I've got the same shades on the top as I do on the bottom, just because I wasn't going to use the other shades on the palette, so I thought there was no point in getting them, and I preferred to double up these shades because I knew I would use them a lot. So my shades are Havana, Fawn, and Banana. So Banana I use to kind of set the makeup where I've applied concealer, so underneath my eyes, on my nose and so on. Havana is the one I use as a bronzer on my cheeks and on my forehead, just to apply a bit of a sun-kissed glow to my face. And then Fawn is the one I use to contour. The next product for cheeks is this blusher by Charlotte Tilbury. It's in the colour Ecstasy. I love it because it's really nice and pinky, perfect for spring. And I love that it's got a pop of colour in the middle and then a more kind of peachy colour around the outside, which means you can either kind of combine them together, or you can apply either or apply the pop of colour just on your apples of your cheeks. The next one for cheeks is this highlighting powder by Kevyn Aucoin. I love that it's so small and compact. I absolutely adore this. It's very subtle, which means you can use it during daytime and also in the evenings, and it's not going to look kind of too shimmery or too glittery. It's the Celestial powder in Candlelight. For powders, I've got the Universal Loose Powder by Chanel. I love this one. It's perfect at setting your makeup and making it last all day. When I go on a city break and I'm going to be kind of running around the whole day, going to museums, I want my makeup to kind of stay put, because sometimes I don't want to reapply it in the evening and I just want to dab a little bit of concealer and I want to be ready to go for dinner. So I love this because it sets your makeup really well and makes it last all day. As another powder, I am taking this Chanel Compact Powder. It is in the colour 30 Natural. I love this powder to kind of take it on the go, take it in my handbag. It really kind of brushes over any imperfections, over pores. It makes your skin just look flawless. It adds just that touch of coverage that you need when you're reapplying throughout the day. So you won't need to reapply foundation. You can just dust a little bit of this down your T-zone and you're perfect to go. Kind of started the other way around and I went with powders first, but for skincare I have got my Estee Lauder Clear Difference Serum. I like to apply this down my T-zone because it just minimizes pores and it kind of really mattifies my skin to make sure that the makeup doesn't go shiny pretty quickly. So I just apply this down my T-zone actually, because if you apply it on the whole of your face it can be quite drying. For moisturizer, I'm taking my favourite moisturizer, the Kelual moisturizer. Like I've mentioned before, this one is by the brand Ducray. You can get it in French pharmacies and probably online as well. I love this because it's super hydrating, but it's not greasy at all and it stays put the whole day, so I really like this one. As an eye cream, I'm taking the Idealist Cooling Eye Cream by Estee Lauder. I love this one because it is got like a very brightening effect to your under eye, and it conceals a little bit, so it's great because it adds a touch of coverage. I really like the texture. It's kind of a bit like a gel, but as you can see, it is really highlighting, so perfect for under the eyes. Because it's already spring, even if it is a cloudy day, you should really be applying SPF to your skin, and I'm being really careful this year to make sure I go nowhere without any SPF because I don't want any marks on my face, any pigmentation. So I like to apply a BB cream underneath my foundation. This is perfect because if I'm maybe just going for the day to just see museums and just walk around the city, I might just apply this and skip foundation altogether because this applies quite a nice bit of coverage. I have the Dual Hydra Life one in the color Golden Peach, and I adore this because not only is it an SPF, it also, if you're applying foundation on top, helps your foundation stick, and it makes it last the whole day without budging. I find that I never have to reapply foundation throughout the day if I'm applying this underneath. For foundation, I'm going with the YSL Touche Eclat. I love this foundation. It's perfect for the evening because it doesn't have any SPF, and for the daytime, because I've got my BB cream underneath which has got SPF 30, I don't feel like I need a foundation with SPF. This one is a little bit lighter than my skin, but because I wear the BB cream underneath, I find that it just kind of makes it the perfect color. It's really nice, very glowing foundation, but at the same time it doesn't make you look kind of oily or greasy, but it just gives your skin that kind of lit from within glow. For concealer, as you probably might have guessed, I'm taking my Tarte CC Corrector to correct any darkness underneath my eyes and just brighten it up. I'm also taking my Clé de Peau concealer to just correct anywhere underneath the eyes, any blemishes. It's perfect because it just kind of meshes in with your skin so perfectly. I absolutely adore this concealer and absolutely worth the splurge, I must say. And then finally for my last concealer, as you can see, I love concealer because even for a city break, I am taking 3 of them, but I just find that I need my skin to look perfect for any other makeup to look good on top of it. So I'm taking the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer just to highlight, so I apply this on the bridge of my nose, on the center of my forehead, center of my chin, and underneath my eyes in a triangle shape just to highlight this area. Finally, to make sure that my makeup stays put all day, I'm taking my all-nighter makeup setting spray. I've got this perfect little travel size, which is really good to travel with. It is perfect to make your makeup last all day. I tend to apply it in the morning once I've finished applying my makeup, and I find that it just makes my makeup stay put throughout the day and throughout the night, and I find that I hardly have to reapply. For eyes, I'm taking this primer by Christian Dior. If I'm going to be out the whole day, I want my eyeshadow to last and to not crease, and because I have very oily eyelids, I find I always need a primer. This one is really good, but really you could take any kind of cream shadow, but I really like this one. As you can see, I've already hit pan on it. It's great. It's a very neutral color, just kind of evens out the skin tone and just makes your eyeshadow look more vibrant and last longer. For eyes, I'm also taking with me my Charlotte Tilbury palettes, so the Dolce Vita and the Sophisticate. I love these. The Dolce Vita is a little bit more shimmery, so perfect for the evening, and the Sophisticate is more matte. So sometimes I combine shades from the two, or sometimes I'll apply either or, but with these two I find that I've got all the neutral colours I need. They're very buildable, they don't budge, they last all day, they don't crease, and I find that I've got all the colours I need for the evening and for the day. Staying on the topic of eyes, I'm going to take my gel liner. You know, my favourite is by Estee Lauder. This is in the shade Onyx. It's great, it hasn't dried out, and I've had it for over 6 months now. For mascara, I'm taking the Falsies Push Up Drama. I don't love this mascara. I did like it a lot the first time I tried it, but I find that now that it's dried up a little bit, it just looks quite clumpy, but I just want to finish it, so I'm taking this one with me to make sure I'm done with it after this trip. For eyes as well, I'm taking my 2 Estee Lauder double wear pencils, one in brown, one in black. Sometimes in the day, if I don't feel like going for a very fancy look, I might just put a little bit of the brown liner on my top lash line and on my waterline, just smudge it out a little bit, and I'm perfect to go in 5 minutes. If I want a more dramatic look, then I've got the black one for the evening. For lips, I've tried to keep it to a minimum, but it is really hard to narrow down on lip products. If you're a lip addict like me, please let me know in the comments below. So I'm going to take one red. This one is by Chanel in the color Pirate. I love this, a classic red, perfect for the evening. I am also taking with me this one by NARS, which is a nudie kind of Your Lips But Better, slightly pinky colour. It is in the colour Anita. I love it. It's really creamy and I find that it really hydrates my lips. So when I'm out and about all day, it's very good because it means I don't need any lip balm. For brows, I'm taking my Charlotte Tilbury Brow Lift Pencil in the colour Cara D, and it is the only product I need to fill in my brows, and I love it because it's got a spoolie on this side, which means I can just kind of brush through my brows and then pencil them in, and I'm ready to go. Also for lips, I am taking my lip liner by MAC in the colour Soul. I love this because it's a very neutral kind of colour, as you can see. It's a very pinky, nudie, neutrally colour. I find that it makes my lips look really, really full, so I love it. And because it's so neutral, you can apply it underneath red lipstick and underneath nude, and you just need one lip liner to do everything. Finally, for makeup tools, I am taking my trusty Beauty Blender Essential to make my skin look perfect. I'm also taking my eyelash colours. I've got these new ones by Kevyn Aucoin because my Shimmera ones broke, and I'm really loving these at the moment actually. They curl my eyelashes really, really well. I'm also taking an eyeliner brush. This one's an angled small brush, and this is perfect to apply my gel liner. I'm also taking a Shimmera concealer brush. Then I'm taking two eyeshadow brushes, a smaller fluffy brush to kind of go into my crease and make sure that I really define it, and a more fluffy one to apply the other colours, so just on my brow bone and on the main part of my eye. So I find with these two I can actually manage to do everything. Then I'm taking my Powder and Sculpt brush by Charlotte Tilbury, which I've used for bronzer, for powder, for blush, for everything. It's the perfect brush. And that's it, guys. That's all my makeup. I know it seems like quite a lot, but I do like my makeup, and I actually could survive on this kit for like the longest time. These are all my favorite products, and I find that they are super useful to make my makeup last the whole day. It won't budge, and I hardly need to do any changes for the evening. Just maybe darken up my eyeshadow a little bit and I'm ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe and to give this video a thumbs up. Bye!